official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesianicristo.
Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all our viewers and listeners. I'm Sister Lorraine Lawinco Manabat from the local congregation of Fayetteville, North Carolina, District of Virginia. And it's Saturday again, and it's INCRadio Virginia Satellite Studio. First of all, we would like to thank you. Yes, you are listening and you are watching right now. Thank you so much for always tuning in and dedicating this time for us. And we promise you that this episode will be very fun and learning and very informative. As today, we are going to talk about one of the most important thing in our life, and it's food. So, without further ado, we would like to introduce to you one of my co-hosts, and you always see him every Saturday here with me hosting INC Radio Virginia Satellite Studio. And we'll talk about more about superfood. Ladies and gentlemen, Brother Andrew Wayne.
Thank you, Sister Lorraine. I'm blessed to be from the local congregation of High Point, and I'm blessed to have the offices of Children's Worship Service Teacher, Deacon, Light of Salvation Vice President, Society of Communicators and Networkers, and INC Radio, which I happen to be doing here today at the site of the just held Songs of Salvation.
Yay! Thank you so much, Brother Andrew. Very, very active. Now, for our topic for today is, help me with, as I pronounce this word, smorgasbord of superfood. Again, our topic today is smorgasbord of superfood. Wow, that's for me unfamiliar word. Actually, this is my first time to hear that word, Brother Andrew. Let's help our viewers and listeners and also me to unlock this unfamiliar word. So smorgasbord is originated from Sweden, right, Brother Andrew?
That is correct. Sweden and other Nordic countries. And where I ran into it was the upper Midwest, where I went to high school in Minnesota and Wisconsin. And you would come to a restaurant and they would have all these very filling, very delicious meals with all sorts of meat and vegetables and potatoes and other fixings. You would not go hungry if you ate at the smorgasbord. From Sweden and other countries, very delicious in the Midwest that we enjoyed. And we ate a lot of food. We were very full. We were very happy. And we were not bothered by the cold temperatures around us after we ate the smorgasbord of very delicious food.
Wow, that is so fancy word in exchange with the word buffet, right, Brother Andrew? Because as Filipinos, we love to eat, of course, anywhere, especially if there's unlimited. You know what I'm talking. If you're Filipino right now, you are talking about unli, like unli rice, unli soup, everything in buffet, like everything from appetizer down to dessert. We all have that in a buffet. So right now I was thinking, oh, okay, now I know smorgasbord is like a buffet or like a restaurant where we can all eat everything, right, Brother Andrew? And of course, please make sure you don't have any leftover, right? Because you're gonna pay out there. So make sure whatever you take in that restaurant with a buffet type of restaurant, make sure you're gonna finish your food. All right, now we already know smorgasbord of superfood. Now, superfood, what is superfood? Superfood are believed to offer significant health benefits, while there is no strict there's no strict scientific definition for superfoods, but they are generally considered foods that support overall health and may help prevent diseases. And viewers and listeners, we would like to let you know that this topic is based from our experiences and also from Brother Andrew's experiences, from his friends down to his family. So he will just share to us what are his list of superfoods that he is already eating, lunch, breakfast, whatever day it is, whatever occasion it is. Brother Andrew will simply tell us what are the lists, give us tips. So if you have any questions, Brother Andrew will be really, really glad to answer those questions. Again, these are from his experiences, and we cannot wait to hear again Brother Andrew mention this one vegetable that is one of my favorite, I could say. Brother Andrew, say that vegetable.
Sa Tagalog, ampalaya. In English, bitter melon. To me, simply delicious, whether it be an ampalaya salad, whether it be an ampalaya omelet, whether it be an ampalaya stir fry, or whether it be in, this is a new invention, an ampalaya cube, where you put a cube of cooked rice, some ampalaya in the middle, and wrap it with seaweed and eat the whole thing. Very, very tasty.
Wow, that's new, Brother Andrew. But again, I know Brother Johnny's watching right now, and all our viewers who really love to hear when you say ampalaya, which it makes it sweet again, even though it's bitter. You know that. I know, Brother, our Kuya Tech there right now is going to show us this ampalaya. Oh yeah, vegetables. Of course, we are talking about superfood, go, grow, and glow food. Of course, all greens, all vegetables, all fruits are all beneficial for our health. Now, Kuya Ted kind of show us that ampalaya, that magic word of Brother Andrew. There you go, the ampalaya salad, Brother Andrew. Do you eat raw ampalaya, Brother Andrew?
Oh, yes, I do. Very, very tasty. Very tart. I would compare it, in a way, it's like a tart cherry drink, something that you will imbibe it, the tart cherry drink, and you'll, wow, eating raw ampalaya will do the same thing for you. It will wake you up. You'll feel invigorated. You'll feel excited. And yes, that's ampalaya on there itself, the bitter melon, and the ampalaya salad, which is so good with those tomatoes, those red onions. It's soaked in vinegar and those other ingredients. Just so delicious and so refreshing and a lot of fun to eat. And you can eat ampalaya salad by itself. If you want to create something interesting, you could put ampalaya salad on top of rice or eat it with rice. There's a lot of different ways you can eat ampalaya salad. Just suffice to say it's yummy or masarap.
Well, Brother Andrew, I haven't tried ampalaya salad because I'm scared of the taste of ampalaya, but I will try my best. Being open-minded, I will try that ampalaya salad. I think, did you put some vinegar there? And like, is that a tomato?
Yes, vinegar, tomato, red onion. You may need to add a little bit more salt than, let's say, those who prepare it for me do, because some have told me that if you soak the ampalaya in a salt for a while, it removes some of the bitterness. So that might make it more palatable for you. Unlike me, I like the ampalaya as it is, basically. So I don't mind it at all. I find it exciting.
Oh, yes. I think my mom right now is telling me that that's really true. Like like you massage the ampalaya with salt to, not to taste that bitterness. But um not only ampalaya salad that I could see here, right, Brother Andrew? Are there more recipe that you could share us with your
Yes.
ampalaya?
Ampalaya omelet. You take ampalaya, you take eggs, you take garlic, you take tomato, you take cheese. Now you can add all sorts of other ingredients too. Just make sure you include the ampalaya and chop it up just like you would a bell pepper and put it right in your omelet. And it will give you a omelet, a whole different dimension, a whole different life. It'd be kind of like, maybe you could add radishes to an omelet, but not quite as exciting as ampalaya. Ampalaya makes an omelet fun. And also there's an ampalaya stir fry consisting of ampalaya, garlic, chili flakes, soy sauce, vinegar, and sesame seed oil sauce. And as I mentioned before, the ampalaya cube, where you take the cooked rice in a cube, you insert some raw ampalaya in it. And again, you might prepare it whatever way you like. I just like vinegar on it. You might want to add salt to it. And then you wrap it with seaweed and eat the whole thing. Very delectable, enjoyable mixture.
That's very creative of you, brother Andrew. I'm getting hungry right now here. Anyway, I would just say this. I'm so proud of brother Andrew because I know that brother Andrew is not in charge of the cooking, right? Sister Minda, I know she's watching right now, but brother Andrew, how do like being so knowledgeable with all this cooking if you're not busy in the kitchen?
Well, I watch and see and ask what's in food because I want to know what I'm eating. I want to eat healthy food. And Sister Minda, my loving wife, is concerned to make sure that I'm healthy and I live a long life. So she wants to provide food for me that it will give me energy and will not cause health problems and complications. And one of the key superfoods in doing that is ampalaya. And there are others that we can mention later in this discussion.
Oh, I think Sister Hannah Blando mentioned about ampalaya poppers, just like jalapeno, just replaced with ampalaya. Wow, we're getting a lot of recipes of ampalaya, but that's only one of the superfood that Brother Andrew wants to share to everybody. And if you wanted to prepare for that, go ahead and learn to love ampalaya like Brother Andrew. Um, Regarding with those vegetables, brother Andrew, are there any more like resources we could get to have those superfood that you're sharing right now?
Okay, there's several ways you can go. One, your own relatives, especially like your parents and your grandparents, your aunts, your uncles. You can network with your friends and look for friends from different countries. Because let's say when I use a search engine and I look up superfood, it probably knows that I'm American. So it just gives me a list of good American superfoods. But I want to network and find out superfoods from the Philippines, from different countries all over the world. And also, you can check out different stores, like let's say an Asian store, let's say a store from India, different stores, and you can look there. You can ask friends, and you can Google superfoods and Google other things on the internet. You want to research, you want to find a combination of good taste and good nutrition. And I'm going to give you some ingredients for your superfoods: cardamom, carob, cinnamon, clove, cumin, currant, dark chocolate, very tasty, fennel, garlic, very good, ginger, very good, mint, that is great, nutmeg, oregano, parsley, peppercorn, rosemary, sage, tea, and turmeric. And that's just a starting list. Do your own research and find out superfood ingredients and find out which ones you like the taste of and which ones work for you, which ones make you feel better, which ones give you some pep during the day or whatever you need.
I remember our topic last week, brother Andrew, building bridges through networking, which you said that word network. That's really true. When we have our lunch with our coworkers, with my co-teachers, and we're like sharing what we're having during our lunch, and like sharing what did we put on it, and like culture, right? You're sharing your culture. And I know my class knows me that I'm always bringing rice because I'm Filipino. But anyway, those are really helpful. Not only people will share something personal or professional for you for your own growth, but also for food. And being new in this country really helps me with that network. Like, what are the ingredients that I'm gonna have? Because I'm just a little bit scared when I came here, and like I was like, oh, don't forget my sinigang powder in my luggage. And I was like thinking, oh, do you have Asian store there? And like I'm already concerned about that. And also like the vegetables that we're not gonna have here, or wherever you are, what you're used to with those vegetables, and you're thinking about the season, the weather. And we were just so blessed because we've met Sister Helen here in Fayetteville, and she shared some of the moringa, the malunggay, and we planted that one. And like what we have episode on the past few weeks. And it's just very happy that there's nothing to worry about. Like, don't panic, because we could get all those ingredients. And also like what we have here on our comments, they're telling us like replacing those ingredients that you don't have. Just like one of my superfood, if I could share that, brother Andrew, my superfood is sinigang actually. And every ingredients there are all nutritious, but I'm just worried about kangkong. In Philippines, we call it kangkong or water spinach. And I was just worried, where will I get this? And I remember there was a one activity, and then one sister brought a sinigang, and I found like a vegetable, and they said it was a kale. And I just wondered, oh, we could replace kale to water spinach. And upon researching of that vegetable, they put it on their salad and everywhere else, kale. So I agree with what you've said. You have to do your own research, to do your own network, ask questions, be an inquirer, and also be open minded that what we already have here is what are you going to do? Like what resources you're going to choose and what's best for you. Right, Brother Andrew?
Exactly. And you should do your own research. Just because you or I mentioned something, all of us are a little bit different. We have slightly different tastes, different health requirements. So we have to kind of do our own research, networking online, books, and other ways. Now, I'd like to mention some different foods from different countries. Arrowroot from Central and South America, baru seeds from Brazil, cherimoya, sometimes called custard apple, from Central America, goji berries from Asia, lemon myrtle from Australia, moringa or malunggay from South Asia, Saskatoon berry, sometimes called a judeberry, from Canada, and one of my favorites, turmeric from India. And I'm also going to mention a way to spice up a salad. Have you ever heard of a radish? You can take a radish and slice it up and put very thin slices of radish inside your salad to give it some pep or some spice.
And I could see some comments here from, I think it's Kuya Teg. He said like replace kangkong with spinach also for sinigang, and also just add carrots in nilaga. It will be the best superfood. Brother Andrew, do you know what's nilaga?
Is that like a rice porridge, or am I saying it wrong?
No, I can see Sister Lucy is doing this. Like, no, nilaga is, wait, let me describe. It's it can be a pork, beef, or chicken, a broth, a soup with all vegetables. You could put any vegetable that you could ever think, but it's not. It's like sinigang, but sinigang is sour, but nilaga is more of like the taste of the beef or the meat that you're gonna use, and all the vegetables.
Okay,
I will go and I will let you taste what nilaga is. But I know, brother, Sister Minda knows what nilaga is. Yeah, you could also put pamintang buo, or like the peppercorn, and cabbage, even plantain, brother Andrew. You could put it in your nilaga.
What if you sliced up some kamuti and put it in your nilaga? What would you think of
Yes,
that?
kamote. Or sweet potato, right?
Yes.
We run out of potatoes here in our house, and Brother Harold just mentioned like you could put sweet potato. And when I put it, I just realized I didn't, because I'm used to putting sugar on my adobo. And when I put the plantain, I mean, sorry, the sweet potato, it became more sweet. And I'm not even putting any sugar in it, and it's even nutritious. So we could also put plantain in my adobo. You know adobo, Brother Andrew?
Oh, yes, yes. And there's many different types of adobo. You might do a chicken adobo, you might do a pork adobo. There's many different spices. I have not heard of roast beef adobo. Has anybody ever done that? I'm curious.
You said what, Brother Andrew?
Roast beef adobo. Has anybody ever tried that?
I haven't. But have you tried lechon adobo? Adobong lechon?
Years ago when
Like
I
the
used
roasted pork, and then you're gonna just put it like adobo.
years
Adobo
ago
way.
when I was still eating meat. I'm now a vegetarian, but years ago I did try it. Yes.
Yes. Kuya Tek also mentioned that we have adobong puti. Yes. Usually adobo, what comes to our mind is like soy sauce, the dark soy sauce. But there's adobong puti, or like we just use vinegar. Anyway, Brother Andrew, before we continue, there's a lot of viewers and listeners right now are commenting on our live chat about food. See, everybody loves food. So Sister Amy said that's pork and beef soup. Yes, nilaga. Um, We also have Sister Marie Dillon said nilaga equals boiled meat with mixed vegetables. Yeah, right. Any vegetable you can put in nilaga. Um, yes, Sister Flo. Did I miss anyone, Brother Andrew?
Oh, there's a
Asparagus.
lot of comments, a lot of comments.
Yes. Sister Flo said, our topic's making us hungry. It's lunchtime here in the Pacific Northwest. Yes, right now it's 3:21. Yeah, I'm gonna eat again later. I would like to also read this from Brother Jeffrey Maloto. He said, bitter melon will not be too bitter. When you cook it, do not stir it a lot. Oh, wow. That's a nice tip. I didn't know that. I thought it just wash it with salt. Anyway, we also have another early commenter here from Sister Marina Layog, hashtag Charlotte. Hello, Brother Brian and Sister Jonah Estrada. Congratulations to the newly baby Trevor. We also have Sister Gina Strickland. Special shout out to Brother Wayne and Sister Joyce. Happy wedding anniversary, Paul. We also have Brother PJ Intara from OCC, Orange County. Hello, Paul. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining us. We still have time, Brother Andrew. Now, with those spices that you mentioned a while ago, Brother Andrew, that can be found outside the United States. Now, are there any more ingredients that we could get some nutritious benefits, or when we add this to the food, it will make our food superfood?
Well, actually, with the moringa or malunggay, I like the tea. So what I like to do is after a meal, maybe about 20 minutes later, I like to sip on some moringa or malunggay tea. And it just kind of relaxes me and helps me digest the food. And I feel better after it. Also, you can have some Aalaya tea if you're adventurous. And that's good after food. So that's one way you can enjoy the super ingredients. Also, you can take some of these ingredients and you could add them to oatmeal, or you could add them to grits or other food like that, that in and of itself is kind of neutral, and you're trying to add some flavor and nutrition to that food.
And Brother Andrew, what are your tips for preparing a superfood? Like you mentioned about turmeric. So how do you prepare that or adding that to your meal every day?
So let's say you're a family that has some Filipino or Korean or Japanese influence. Of course, you're going to be cooking rice, and you might not calibrate the right amount of rice. So you have extra rice. So what are you going to do? Make fried rice. But when you make the fried rice, add turmeric to it. You can have turmeric fried rice, and then you can add some of these vegetables we've discussed. And I'll give you another one too. You can add Chinese snow peas to your turmeric fried rice. And that's another delicious way to enjoy it. Now, I'm also going to say, to accompany this food, we need some superfood liquids. Let me give you a list. First of all, tart cherry juice not only tastes great, I love how refreshing and adventurous it is, but also helps some relieve gout by reducing uric acid. Now, almond milk, beetroot and ginger, bone broth, coconut water, I know you like that, cucumber juice, golden turmeric, green tea matcha, mint tea, one of my favorites, oat milk, soup broth, and watermelon juice all can accompany a meal as a beverage of your choice, or you can have it after a meal or between meals.
Wow, thank you so much, Brother Andrew. I know all our viewers, our listeners right now are very familiar with all those condiments, spices, liquids that you have mentioned. There is nothing to change with your meal every day, but you're just gonna add this to make your food super. We love to hear all your information that you have shared right now, Brother Andrew. Thank you so much. We appreciate your time, and also every Saturday here in INCRadio Virginia Satellite Studio. And also, before we read some of the comments, we would like to give you your time to shout out your family and friends, and also Sister Minda, who's preparing your food, to always make sure you're eating healthy food. Go ahead, Brother Andrew.
A shout out, remember that to a spouse, a way to show appreciation is by pleasing their stomach. What do I mean? Sister Minda works so hard to prepare delicious, yummy, healthy, exciting superfoods for me. For that, maraming salamat po. my 4 children, April, Michelle, AJ, and Mark, my 5 grandchildren, Lucy, Max, Archie, Penny, and Andy the third. I would like to shout out the High Point Songs of Salvation group that I was part of today, and all the other Songs of Salvation groups that performed today, either in person or via recording, to everybody who supported the SOS today, to our resident minister, Brother Alvin Apalacio, to our assistant supervising district minister, Brother Ray de Mesa, to our district minister, Brother Steve Inocencio, to all our loyal listeners here, and a special shout out to Sister Hannah-Laura Melando, because she always has such fun comments, as do so many of her other brethren in the chat. And Sister Lucy, I'll turn the shout outs to you. Otherwise, we'll run out of time.
Thank you so much, Brother Andrew. Before I give and mention our CFO in action, we would like to again thank all our viewers and listeners: Sister Hannah-Laura, Sister Gina, Sister Diana, Sister Ivy, Sister Flo from Oregon, Sister Anna Blash, Brother Mike Blash. We have Sister Marie Dillon, all the viewers from local congregation of Raleigh. Thank you so much. We have Brother Dan, Sister Marina Layug, Brother June Ancheta. I would also like to shout out my cousin, Louisiana, and her husband, Carlo. We have Sister Lawrence Powney from Raleigh. Sister Minda, thank you so much. And now we would like to hear more of the activities here in the District of Virginia. CFO stands for Christian Family Organization, which all family members in the Church of Christ has their own organization. Let's hear it from Brother Andrew.
I am blessed to be here in Chesapeake Convention Center here in beautiful Virginia, where our district has just completed and witnessed the Songs of Salvation. I was blessed to be one of the performers. 3rd place, congratulations, Virginia Beach. 2nd place, Raleigh. And 1st place, drum roll please, Chesapeake. Now, also, we're going to have a barbecue competition coming up in some of our local congregations this weekend, and maybe some already had it. Now, coming up next Saturday in the Benton Convention Center in Winston-Salem at noon is our Kadiwa Formal. Also happening are children's worship service, maintaining humility, and that's coming in the future. Also in the future, Benhi local quiz. Also in the future, Buklod, Kadiwa, and many more activities. Now, also the film showing of Guerrero Trace, Christian Family Organization, CFO in action. Sister Lorraine, are you looking forward to the film showing of Guerrero Trace?
Of course, Brother Andrew, and I'm going to prepare a fried rice with turmeric. Anyway, our hashtag challenge is still going on. I would like to remind all our viewers, our listeners, to please put your hashtag in your local congregation, 1 hashtag per comment. Kuya Tech, let's see who's the winner for last week's hashtag challenge. Da, 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 da. Are you excited, Brother Andrew?
I'm very excited. I want to hear who our winners are.
Who will be the winner?
A local congregation in our district.
All right. October 5, 2024 are the winners of our hashtag challenge. 5th place, Chesapeake, Virginia. 4th place, Newport News, Virginia. 3rd place, Macon, Georgia. 2nd place, Charlotte, North Carolina. And for the 1st place, Raleigh, North Carolina. Congratulations to all the winners and to all our viewers who comment every Saturday here in INCRadio Virginia Satellite Studio. Thank you so much. And we would like to always remind you to always eat healthy. Do not forget those lists that Brother Andrew gave us. And also, INCRadio will not be possible without thanking Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, our Executive Minister, our CFO Coordinator, Sub-CCO, and President, Brother Angelo Eranio Manalo, and all the district staff here in the District of Virginia. Thank you again for watching. See you again on Saturday here in INC Radio. Do not forget to click the like button and subscribe in our YouTube INC Radio channel. Thank you, Brother Andrew. Thank you,
Maraming
Sister
salamat po.
Lucy.
This is INC Radio, DZEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia